Appreciate it. Chris Reynolds. Chris of Toyota.
Yes, Mr. President. Thank you first for inviting us. Thank you, Mr. Vice President, and giving us an opportunity to share how Toyota is working within the American automotive industry to return to work safely, to reopen America safely. We announced on March 18 that we were suspending production due to the awful scourge of the coronavirus. On March 19, we started to plan to reopen. We started right away. And just to give you some quick background on Toyota, we've been here in the U.S. for over 60 years, 1,500 dealers, 1.2 million units of cars and trucks manufactured last year, 475,000 people employed, including a great number in the state of Indiana, from where our Vice President is from. Going to the next slide, with that as background, really are trying to apply three fundamental principles to how we're going to return to work. Principle number one is we need to stay connected with our team members. So every week we conduct phone surveys with all 32,000 of our factory workers, asking them how are they feeling, what's their health, what's their family's well-being, what's their confidence level in returning to work. And we also preview with them all of the new safety protocols and processes that we're going to put in place. We share pictures of the reconfigured factory workplace so they can have confidence that we're doing everything possible, Mr. President, to keep them healthy, safe, and productive. The second principle that we follow is that we've prepared our plants and facilities for safe and healthy working. So, like many here, we're engaging in marked off areas that require social distancing, the provision of masks and face shields where appropriate, daily temperature screening, as well as a daily app-based questionnaire that before you come into work asks you, how are you feeling today? Do you have any symptoms? So that we can try and manage and contain the virus. And we're using best practices not only from your own Center for Disease Control, Mr. President, but also from around the world to try and increase the safety and health of our team members as they produce. And then the third principle is we're not date-driven, we're data-driven. So our current plan is to open on May 11. It'll be a slow, gradual opening of our plants around the country, but we're flexible. Every plant will be different. We'll have staggered shifts. We'll do many other things to comply with the Centers for Disease Control guidelines, and our goal is to prioritize team member and health. Mr. President, one final point. We all know that our team members live in communities. It's not just the workforce that they're in communities. So what Toyota has done is it's tried to support the communities in which our team members live, including manufacturing 500,000 face shields just since the start of this crisis to distribute to healthcare centers, nursing homes, first responders around the country so that our team members can feel that we're also part of the community. And we've also put together, just released yesterday, a community service announcement aimed at those communities of color that have been particularly impacted by the lethal nature of this virus. This announcement includes celebrities encouraging everyone to engage in safe practices promoted by the Centers for Disease Control. So we think it's a holistic process. We think it's also a process that requires commitment, and thank you for the commitment that your administration has demonstrated. We're going to get through this as a family, Mr. President. Thank you.
So, Chris, what's Toyota doing in Japan? Are they open? Are they semi-open? What's happening in Japan?
Mr. President, in Japan, the situation varies prefecture by prefecture. It depends on the plant. Some facilities are operating, some are not, and that's really a function of both the situation on the ground in a given prefecture like our state, or it's a function of demand. So it varies, sir.
Well, great job. You're going to have a great Olympics next year, too, by the way.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Really great Olympics. Thank you very much. Matt Maddox, please. Wynn Resort.